So this is going to be a shoulder and arm workout, and we are going to cycle through shoulders, biceps, and triceps, and that's about all I have to say about that. Do what you can. If you want to just skip through, we're going to end up doing 2 sets of each exercise, ABC, ABC, and if you want to skip the second set, feel free. Maybe work up to that, or if you're just in a time crunch. And we're going to go ahead and get going. So go ahead and start either jogging in place or jumping jacks, whatever works for you. We're just going to do a short warm-up because I already ran a bunch, so just getting warmed up for everyone else. Just kind of running in place a little bit. What you will need for this exercise or for this workout is a variety of dumbbells. So hopefully you have that. Otherwise, if you just have a couple of sets, you can use those, figuring out what resistance works for you. If you have some resistance bands, those would also be a good choice. If you want to try to keep your heart rate up as you're working out today, I suggest jogging in place or doing some jumping jacks or something in between strength exercises. Otherwise, we're going to keep moving. You can always pause it if you need to or play it back slower. So we'll go ahead and take it to some jacks. Good, and take it in front. Side view. Good, and jump rope in place. Good, single jumps, single foot hops, and switch. Switch. One more time, switch. Good, double jumps. Good, and shake it out. Just do a little dynamic stretching with the arms here. Can't really zoom in anymore, sorry. Feel free to grab water as you need to today. So we're going to start with alternating shoulder press. So we're going to bring the weights to here, alternating one arm at a time, 8 to 10 or 12 to 15 reps depending on what you like to do. Keep your belly tight. Exhale as you bring the weights up. No idea what number we're on. We're gonna say close to 10, maybe 12. And last couple of reps should be hard. Good, set those down. Jog in place for a little bit, grab some water if you want to. Next, we're moving on to in and out bicep curls. So all these exercises we're gonna end up cycling through one more time each. So we're gonna start forward in front and then out to the side. So each front and side is 1. So finishing 2, 3, 4, 5. Abs are in nice and tight, micro bend in those knees. 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is my last one, 10. Good, jog it out a little bit. Keep moving. Next, we're gonna do some tricep kickbacks. Kind of using my P90X video as my guide in picking which ones I like the best. So we're gonna take it to 2-arm tricep kickbacks. Same thing, 8 to 10 reps, 12 to 15, depending on what you're doing. This one I like to stagger my feet, hinge forward, draw the elbows up, and then we're gonna press back, and then to center. 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to switch my stance halfway through. 6, 7, 8, elbows nice and high. 9, 10. Good, jog it out a little bit, grab some water. We're going back to that alternating shoulder press. So this would be a good time if you're just looking to do one set of each exercise. You can go ahead and just flip forward past these next few exercises, but otherwise we're going back to alternating shoulder press. So 1, 2, 3. Abs are in, belly is tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, next up we have in and out bicep curls. If you need a little bit more of a breather, you can always just walk back and forth or walk around a little bit. Otherwise, we're going back in and out bicep curls. Go ahead and grab your weights. So starting towards me, in and out is 1. Here's 3, 4, being mindful not to swing. 5, or maybe that's 6, I don't know. You can do an extra one. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Feel free to modify the reps as you need to. Shake it out a little bit. 2-arm tricep kickbacks next. So go ahead and grab your weights. Again, staggering your feet, hinging forward at the waist, keeping your belly in nice and tight, hiking the shoulders up, hiking the elbows up, and then press them both back at the same time. Switch legs if you want to halfway through. Good, and release. Shake it out a little bit. Grab some water. So then we're going to be moving on to our next set of 3 exercises, shoulders, bis, tris. Next exercise is going to be another overhead shoulder press. This time you're going to curl, press up, back to shoulder height, and lower. If you don't want to do the curl, then you're starting halfway up, press over your head, and then back to here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, shake it out a little bit. Next up, biceps. We're gonna do full supination curls. So we're gonna start with the weights, palms facing behind you, and then curl it up to shoulder height. So weights start behind you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, set your weights down. Next up, we have chair dips. You can use a chair or a bench for this. I actually prefer to use a chair. Good. Works a little bit easier. So being mindful of where your shoulders are in relation to your hands. The further out that your feet are away from your butt, the harder it's going to be. You want to press down and then lift up. You can also switch and alternate, extending one leg out at a time. I like to do about a set of 4 with the leg lifted and then switch sides. Switch. And switch. So we're at 16. You can stop here or keep going, depending on how your arms feel. And try one more set. Remember that we're going to be coming back to that, so it's okay if you don't do the same number of reps for each set. So shake it out a little bit, grab some water. We're going back to that deep swimmer's press. So grabbing your weights, remember this is that curl overhead press. 8 to 10, 12 to 15, depending on what you're doing. Here's 2. Here's 3. 4. 5. 6. Belly in. 7. This is probably gonna be my last one. 8. 9. Good, jog in place. Jacks. And we're back to those full supination concentration curls. Doing what works for you, so taking a little breather if you need to, pausing the video as you need to, Remember, we're starting with palms facing backwards, and then we're curling up, adding a little bit of a twist at the top. That's 2. 4. 5. 6. 8. 9. 10. Chair dips. Get your chair or your bench. I'll show you with the bench this time. So hands underneath the shoulders, moving your feet out as you see fit. You can lift one leg for a little bit of more of a challenge. We're gonna go sets of 4 and then switch sides. Elbows point behind you. 4 and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 2, 3, 4, switch. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, shake it out. Grab some water. 2 sets each, 6 exercises total. Doing well. So we're about 17 minutes in, so sitting pretty good for time. Keep moving around. Shake it out a little bit, kind of a dynamic stretch here. So next up is upright rows. Upright rows tend to bug my shoulder personally, so I'm gonna do more of a bent over row, but you can choose whatever works best for you. So if you're doing an upright row, weights are gonna be in front of you. You're gonna get your elbows up high in a V shape and then lower it down. I'm gonna do a bent over row. So I'm gonna be hinged forward at my hip crease. Chest is lifted, belly is in. I'm gonna pull the elbows high, so more mid-back, but I feel like that's scapular area, which is relevant to the shoulder. So 8 to 10 reps, 12 to 15, depending on if you're working on brute strength or muscular endurance. Good. If you're staggering and doing that bent over row, maybe switching your stance halfway through. So from behind, bringing those elbows up nice and high. Chest is lifted, belly is in, elbows go high. Good, and release. I'm actually gonna keep these same weights. So keep moving around. Next up, we're gonna do a static arm curl. 16 reps total. You're gonna do an isometric with one arm while you curl 4 repetitions with the opposite arm. And then you're gonna switch. Isometric, 4 curls, switch. It's a lot easier without any weights. All right. So you're gonna grab your weights. One's gonna be held at 90 degrees. The other one's gonna be curling. Here we go, 4 repetitions. 2, 3, 4, and then this arm goes to isometric. This arm curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch. 1, 2, 3. Might need to adjust your weight. 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, and release. Shake it out. All right, next up we're gonna do a lying down tricep extension. So you can do this with double weights or single weights. Double weights or single weights. 2 dumbbells or 1 dumbbell, depending on what you want to do. I feel like it's a little bit more challenging if you do it with 2. So we're gonna go ahead and lay down. This is where I hurt my shoulder on the dumbbell. Arms are gonna come up above your head. Elbows are gonna stay in. You're gonna slowly lower. Press your low back into the mat or into the bench. If you want an additional challenge for core, you can bring your legs up 90 degrees. Belly is in. We'll do one more. Try not to drop it on my face. Good, and take a breather. So those were our 3 exercises for this round. We're gonna go back to the upright rows. So either up, elbows up nice and high, or bent over row. You choose. I'm gonna do that bent over row, but just for a review, upright row looks like this. Well, maybe we'll do one of those today. Okay, so we're gonna do 8 to 10. That's 3, 4, 5, or if you'd like, you can do that bent over row, driving the elbows back. 2, or a combination. 3, 4, 5. Good. Jog it out, jump around a little bit. We're going back to those static arm curls next. So reminder, static arm curls, grab your weights. You might need to lighten the weight. We're gonna go isometric on the right or the left, depending on what you're doing. 4 curls and then switch. We're gonna switch sides. Belly is in, and switch. Switch. Good, release. Shake it out a little bit. Last exercise for this set, lying down tricep extensions. Remember, if you want, you can choose to add that additional core stabilization exercise in, where you're going to be bringing your legs up to 90 degrees at the hips and the knees. That's optional, you don't have to do that. Your back is low, connected to the mat. Bending only at the elbows. Do your best not to whack yourself in the head. If you want, knees are at 90 degrees in line with the hips. And go ahead and stretch it out a little bit, grab some water. So we've done 9 exercises already. I think we'll do one more circuit through shoulders, bis, tris. Got to pick some good ones here. Seated shoulder flies are going to be our last one for shoulders. So you can use a chair or a bench. You can be sitting. I would suggest a pretty light weight for this. So essentially what you're going to be doing is sitting at the edge of your chair. You're going to bring your arms up to shoulder height in that nice 90 degree at the elbow and the shoulder. And then you're going to bend over about 45 degrees over your thigh and do the same thing. So I'm going to try 10s, but we might have to go to the infamous 3s because that's the lightest weight I have. So here we go. That's 1 and 1. 2, hinge forward, you're still keeping your chest lifted. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, one more, 10, 10. So this next one, we're going to do a combination for a bicep curl. So we're going to curl up, hammer down, curl up, hammer down. So curl, turn the weights, hammer down. That's 1. Curl, 2. Curl, 3. Curl, 4. Curl, 5. Curl, 6. Curl, 7. Curl, 8. Curl, 9. Last one. Curl, 10. And then for our last tricep exercise, we're getting close to the end here. We're gonna do what's called a side tri rise. So if you have a yoga mat, you can use that, or otherwise you're just gonna lay on the floor. You're gonna lay down on your side. You're gonna put your hand, the hand that's in front, let me think about this for a second. Okay, so you're gonna take I'm gonna start with using my right hand to push with, my left hand is gonna come across to my right shoulder, and you're gonna bend at the elbow, and then press yourself up. So tricep extension, side lying. You can kind of modify the hand position as you need to. That's 4, 5, keep that elbow in nice and tight. 6, 7, 8, this is kind of a good endurance exercise for one of our last ones. 11, 12, 13, we're gonna shoot for 16. 15, do more or less as you need to. 16, and then we're gonna switch sides. Same thing, side 2. So to that hand to the opposite shoulder, pushing with my left hand now, elbow in nice and tight. 3, 4, do your best to kind of keep that weight on the hand that's pressing. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You can do more if you need to, or if it feels like you can do a few extra. Otherwise, we're gonna go back to the shoulder flies. So jog it out. We have three exercises left, and then we're done. So continuing to move, think about the weight that you use for that first seated shoulder fly. So we're going out to the side, hinging forward, and then going forward. You might not get as many reps as your first set, perfectly fine. So sitting up nice and tall, up to shoulder height. That's 1, hinging forward. That's 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. If your form starts to get crappy, then I would suggest stopping or taking a mid-set break. Or shoot for 1 more. And that's 10. So lastly, we're gonna do that curl up, hammer down for our last bicep exercise. So go ahead and grab your weights. When you're ready, curl up, turn, hammer down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you down here?
I am.
Oh, Mama, after you're done doing that stuff, wear this shirt. Because I want to be matching with you.
All right, sweetie. I'm almost done.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
I'm recording a video, so can you?
Oh, I'm out of the way. I'm hitting.
So the last exercise we're gonna do is side tri-rise. And then we're gonna be done. So front hand, bottom hand is gonna go to the opposite shoulder. In a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that elbow in nice and tight. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Switch sides.
Hello, that's my mommy who you're watching.
Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hello, that's my mommy who's giving you guys a great workout.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Hello, guys, that's my mommy who I love.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of a cool down. Keep moving. Good, maybe shake it out a little bit.
Mommy, you said shake it out? Ooh! Ooh!
Thanks for joining.